So anyway, just got done videotaping that little short video of those guys digging it. I'm going to try to stop by during the construction of this pool so we can see different phases as we're going through it. Ran into the owner of the company, and it's amazing how long we've been doing this. We've just been doing it so long. The dirt over there is beautiful. I mean, it is so nice. I wish I had some place that I needed dirt because they would dump it there for me for free, but just sandy loam, and that's why we have such good vineyards and things out here. Vineyards and orchards is because of the dirt that we have out here in Lodi. So, yeah, I was trying to say in there that I remember in the old days we'd have maybe 10 guys, 10 or 12 guys out there. Guys would be carrying rebar, doing this, carrying out the hole, doing all this. Two or three guys trimming. But over the time, over the course of building pools, it's just become harder, to make money. You have to have less people doing more work. And so they're literally digging that pool with three guys, and kind of shocked to see the driver, get out, and then he starts loading it up. That's part of his job, is to load it up. There used to be a driver, and they don't do anything except drive. He might drive the two trucks, but that would be his job. And then somebody else would be in charge of loading it. So there'd be another person on that double handle. But this is what you do. This is how you build in 2025. You can't have 10 people out there. You will actually not make anything on the excavation, and each one of them, they have to make it. Also, turnaround. They have to find a place that's relatively close, so they don't have to spend 45 minutes turning this around. So that's the key on it. And to digging these things efficiently, getting it done right the first time, making sure my measurements are correct, making sure the permit doesn't have red lines on it. There's just so much detail in it nowadays. People just have no idea. Every once in a while, I'll have somebody who's very frustrated and wants to complain, and they're saying things like, well, I had to build this pool myself, because maybe they had to look and see if we had an inspection or something. They have no idea what's involved with it. When you're good, like our company's good, been doing it for over 60 years, you make it look easy. When you have excavators that know what they're doing, they make it look easy. You look at it and you think, oh, I could get on the Bobcat, I could dig that like that, because you're seeing how effortless he's doing it. But most of these guys have been doing it for at least 20 years. And so they're going to make it look easy. And I have had over the years people telling me, that are frustrated mostly, I feel like I built this pool myself. And I'm like, oh my God, they're just so out of reality with it. So, but I don't blame them. It's frustrating. This one here, it was the 11th of February that I sold it. So March 11th. So it's been not quite, but almost 8 weeks. And I told them, I always tell them 4 to 6 weeks. On the contract, I always put 6 weeks. And we're actually in a place that can take longer than 6 weeks. And it's always amazing to me because here in Lodi, it takes so long to get a permit. I mean, 8 weeks is ridiculous, because there's some places that we can build pools, like say Placer County, which takes advantage of a lot of the county areas in Lincoln, Rockland, Roseville. So those are pretty high-end, subdivisions up there. And how come they can get the permit over the counter? I'm talking one day. And then here it takes us, well, let's just say 8 weeks. It's really ridiculous. It just shows you the inefficiency of government, and their mindset can't even imagine that it can go any faster. So it's the frustration of construction in California. It's just frustrating. You have all these different municipalities, these cities, you have counties, that are all have different codes. They have basic codes, but a lot of them have little different codes. They have different setbacks to the fence, different setbacks for the equipment. Everything is different. And why can't they standardize it? Well, why can't it be one place that standardizes it? Now, they like to tell you, well, our town is very unique and we do da 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 da, but yeah, other towns do the same thing. It's just that they don't know because they're not dealing with the other towns. But why can it go over the counter to get a permit in Placer County, and Roseville is like a week, and it takes you 8 weeks to get a permit in a town that's much smaller with less construction. So a lot of times when you do complain, they'll say, well, you need to call the city council and tell them we need more people. That's their answer to it. We don't have enough people. It could be true, but I don't know. It's very frustrating from a consumer standpoint, and we are the consumer. So anyway, I talked to the wife there. The husband is out of town, so I'm going to probably send him that video so he can look at it, and then I will come back over here and find out when they're going to do the plumbing, the steel, electrical, and then I'm just going to kind of watch it as I go through it. I'll try to swing back over here before. I don't know if I can do it before I'm taking off because I plan on leaving around 11:30. To go to my first appointment, which is at 1 o'clock. And then I have another appointment. I got a call or a text last night while I was in my appointment. It was 9:30 at night when I was able to respond to it. Don't like to call people, at 9:30. So I texted him apologizing up front. Sorry, I just got your message about wanting to talk about setting up the sign up. So I have a sign up, and that's this guy that we're doing right now. It's his friend, and he lives in another town, and they're both police officers. So I've gone out there numerous times. I've had his package ready to go, and I don't know, they're bidding other people. I don't know exactly what's going on. I will ask them though. When I'm done signing somebody up, I always like to ask them, can I ask you, why did you decide to go with Swan? And I did that recently, and it was a little embarrassing because they were just so about, the design and the designer, me, and how responsive. And I had gone out there multiple times, but it's also good to know, when they tell you, well, the other company, they said you couldn't do this, or they said you couldn't do that. And most of the time, it's just younger people. They're just getting into the pool industry, and they may not know the codes is one thing, or it could be, I have situations where we're trying to put for instance, on there is they're going to add a heater on it. Now there is a code that you have to be 4 feet from the pool equipment to the fence, which is considered a combustible material. But the technical requirements are you have to be 4 feet from the vent of the heater. So sometimes we'll take the heater and we'll turn it in such a way that we can get the pool equipment closer, to the fence line. Or sometimes we'll put a block wall between the fence and the heater, and then you can go closer. So anyway, just years of doing that. That's what it comes down to. Thank you very much for looking. I'm going to put this back with the other video. Thank you much, and have a great day.